Alright, welcome back to the channel. Hope y'all enjoyed the last one. We're back on the 57 Ranch Wagon, Ugly Betty, whatever you want to call it. Trying to get a game plan together. Been doing some measuring, and I knew I was going to run into the rear track width on the Mercury being a tad bit wide. It's not much wider, so I'm not too much worried about it. This car's junk anyway, so the amount of cutting and all that's going to probably take place, I'm not too much worried about. I've just been trying to get more of a plan together on getting this thing rebuilt in the rear, so I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so what we got back here is a lot of rust, and nothing's really being held together, so it's kind of just hanging on for dear God life and a miracle and a prayer. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and finish it off. I'm going to run me a brace across here, and I gotta start cutting out where the fuel neck was, get all that out, cut the two braces that are hanging down. I'm gonna go ahead and just get them out of the way, probably end up putting them back later. Everything else is pretty much out of the way and gone, but I'm thinking about cutting this completely out, putting it to the side, and I've been pulling some measurements. That's about where I think the rear end is going to go, roughly. I've been doing a lot of measuring, and I started taking apart the Mercury to be able to get some measurements before I start cutting that car up, because I may want to cut it a certain kind of way, because I want to use as much of that car as I can. And from the factory, these cars have no inner structure whatsoever. The only thing holding this car up was the wheel tubs. That's it. There was no inner structure whatsoever going from here down to the floor, nothing. It's totally different. 57 Chevy has an inner wall all the way down. These don't. So that kind of makes it nice for us to do this. Gives us a wide open range, and it has where the jack stands are holding the body up is about 63 inches center to center on each side. So I did come out here and I measured these inner walls, and they're 63 inches center to center. So then I started measuring where I think the rear end is. I know it's in front of the gas tank, so I went a little bit of like around where the sending unit is, because the sending unit's right on the front of the gas tank, and measured out, and it's within 2 to 3 inches of that back panel working. So I think I'm going to end up cutting this and keeping that on the car. And then once we get the car in here, I'm going to try to use that back tail panel and recreate this piece. And I'm probably going to, then I can weld the body back to it and have something solid to work with. I'm going to have to probably cut a pocket in it, because the way the tailgate goes, it kind of, when it's open, it swings underneath, so it's got to have a pocket to go into when it's open. So it's going to get a little tricky, but I think it can be done. And I'd rather have everything out of the way and get the car in here and work from there. If I have to cut it and shrink it in, I can, whatever I got to do, but I think we're within like 2 inches. Everything I've been measuring, everything is within 2 inches of working. I done pulled the outer skins apart, so we're 73 inches all the way across. I think we're at 74 on the total track width on the rear end on that car, outside tire. So I got to get a little bit more out of it. I'm not too much worried about that. There's ways of doing it. I'm probably going to end up flaring the back of this car a little bit, and probably end up flaring these fenders out. a little bit. I'll show you how I'll do that when we get to that point. I've been thinking about this project for quite a bit, been studying it, and now we're doing it. So I'm going to make it happen, whether it looks good or doesn't look good. Well, I think it's going to look good. So I'm going to go ahead and get after it, get a piece of brace welded across here. We'll go ahead and just cut that out, get whatever we got cut out of this, and I may go ahead and get this body up a little higher, and then we'll probably start go ahead and disassembling this car more and getting it ready to come in. I would like to get it all the way in the shop, because I'm freaking wind out there is going at mock Jesus, and I'm sick of it. I can't stand freaking wind, especially when it's cold. When it's 115 degrees outside, it's never windy. It's just stagnant air. So let's get a brace welded in here and see what we can do from there. Found a piece of angle iron that's going to work perfect for what we're trying to do. Alright, yeah, you gotta slam it on the ground to get it to shut up. So we're just gonna weld this across there. I know it's kind of crude, but it doesn't really matter because it's junk anyway. So I got the measurements on this. It's 74 inches. No, I'm wrong. I said I got the measurements. 47 inches across. So if it does move, I know exactly where to put it back. So we'll get the Mr. Welder ready. I'm sure Mr. Welder don't want to weld today. Wants to be a piece of crap, like always. Come on, Mr. Welder. Gas is on. Alright. We got powers. Alright, let's get something tacked on there, and then we get this piece of crap cut out of it. Make sure it's on there, because when I was doing it the other day, it was like, nah. Yeah, she moves quite a bit. But I don't really care about all that. I just want to keep it from folding in on itself. So we got some good tacks on there. Now we'll go ahead and see about getting this cut out. And I'll get up in there and cut them braces out. I just want to get everything out of the way. And I'll probably go ahead and cut them tabs out that's holding the that was holding the original wheel wells in place. And this body's pretty much is what it is. Like that, right there. That was pretty easy. That's perfect. So, get on off of there. We don't want y'all there. Trim this up a little bit and we'll get it all cleaned up. This camera's weird. Got everything cut out. Got braces cut out. Thing for the fuel filler back there is cut out. Got everything cleaned up for the most part. Probably going to have to add some metal in some places. Well, a lot of places. This was a perfect candidate, really, so to speak, to do this with, because it's so rotten. So you're really not hurting a good car, and who gives a shit about those? But probably gonna run home and get the key to that. I may try to back it in here and start dissecting it. So this is probably going to be a dissecting video of the Mercury. Yeah, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put the seats and all that. So I'm planning on probably using them and just have them recovered. I don't know what all we're going to use out of. I know metal wise we're going to use all I can out of that thing. And I got to get up in here and clean up these cuts, clean up the cuts going down, get all that kind of taken care of, get this out of the way. It's about to remove itself because it's so rotten. Well, okay, there, yeah. All right, so I need to get some figuring on what I want to do next. I got to run some stuff to the dump and see about getting this Mercury in here and start dissecting it. All right, well, I'm waiting on a buddy of mine to bring his truck here so we can go to the dump. Figured might as well start pulling some stuff off of this. I'm going to use parts of these doors. I'm planning on it anyway. So I figure I can go ahead and get the door panels off and take them to the dump, because why not? They're garbage anyways, all faded and cracked. So we just get what we can off the car, work in the sun for a little bit today, even though the wind is blowing 900 Mach Jesuses. Get in there. That's a nice door handle. Might could use that. Might could use this door handle. No. Make our own stuff. Oops. I didn't mean to. Oops. Oops. Ain't doing anything. Now there's another screw right there. Found one. It was already broke. It is next day. Ended up having to go do some things yesterday, but I videoed what I could, and then I got back. I just kind of tinkered around and got some more cut off the car. I got basically all the doors, fenders, hood, and all that off. So now I'm down to this roof, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it without busting this glass and getting it everywhere. And I also don't want to destroy the dash in the car, because I have another one of these cars and I'm trying to take parts off without destroying everything. So although some people are like, well, I'd just cut that crap off, I wouldn't, you know. Well, yeah, you can do that, but shit's expensive, and I like to try to keep as many parts together as possible that are still good, because I might can use them or somebody else might can use them, and I don't really know what all I'm going to use on this car. So I know a lot of the sheet metal I'm probably going to end up repurposing on this car, because sheet metal has went through the roof and it's expensive. So I like to try to keep that roof intact and cut off of it as needed. I don't want to cut it short on something if I need a piece a certain size, and then I say I cut it an inch short one way and shoot myself in the foot. So I'm thinking about how I want to get these quarters off. I think I'm going to take the cutter, and I think I'm just going to cut it right on the edge around, and just basically fillet the fenders off. Do the same thing on the other side. I don't know about this roof yet. I'm trying to figure out this windshield. If there's some way I could get in between this windshield with a Sawzall blade and cut that seam and just go ahead and come through the A-pillars, then the front of the roof will be loose, and then I can just worry about the back. I already got the package tray loose, so all I gotta do is just cut the actual roof pillar going up for the rear and take the rear window and everything off together. Hopefully not break nothing. This windshield's already got a star in it, so I don't care if it gets a crack. I just don't want it to shatter and make a huge mess. So I'm just sitting here studying what I'm going to do. Like I said, I don't want to destroy anything that could be used. So really the goal for this is to be having that body on this thing by the end of this video, and it's going to be a huge win, hopefully. So let me do some more studying, and we'll get after it. Don't you just love it when you figure out and you're starting to make some progress? And I started cutting up one side windshield. I got the blade to go through the urethane, and every battery I have here is dead. I don't understand it. I just charged them, but they're dead. So I'm gonna move on to trying to cut the quarters off of it and de-skin the car, and then I can figure out where I really want to cut in the rear to get the roof off of it. So windshield coming out is going to be a huge thing where I can cut the A-pillars. The plan is to get the roof off, get the body pretty much filleted. I think I want to remove the dash, because the dash is going to be too wide to go up under the car, and I want to narrow this car up quite a bit to get it to fit on the inside of that one. So let me get started on the cutting the rear quarter off, and I'll probably go ahead and do that, and I'll give these stupid batteries time to charge. All right, I got that first quarter off. There you go. I'm kind of nerve-wracking always around a gas fill, but we got it. Probably go ahead and cut this outer section right here off and do the same thing on the other side. I want to use, me measuring, I want to use this piece to give the car some inner structure, and this is probably going to get trimmed up, most likely. There's no way to really measure it. But most likely I'm going to have to come in and trim this up. Do something about this fill thing. I don't know what in the world we got going on right here, but I guess it's just a drain housing. I'll figure that out later. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and start figuring out. I'm going to go ahead and cut this jam portion out. Go ahead and get that gone. Just keep cutting away at it. It's junk now, so if it wasn't junk before. Pretty interesting. It's always interesting cutting these things apart and seeing how they're put together and stuff like that. I want to get the back of this thing cut down as much as I feel I need to cut it. Come back, get this windshield, do my cuts here and back there, and I'll use this A-frame to lift this roof off. Get that out of the way and I'll get the car in here and we'll really start trimming it and getting it dialed in. All right, I think I got it cut. I don't know. I think we're going to be probably stuck on something on the rear. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to see if we can't get this thing to go-kart status. Maybe. If I get enough lift out of it, I don't know. Don't look like it. Come up with something different. Kind of stuck right there. I'm going to take the saw and cut right there. And stuck right in there. See if I can cut them, but I got to figure out, I got to get more lift out of this some sort of way. It's not enough. By the time it pulls all tight, it's need more lift. What can I do to get you off with you? There's that piece. That piece is let loose. I'll go over here to the other side. Maybe I can get it. That's all she wrote for that. Just gotta figure out some more lift. So let me get that figured out. We'll get this roof on off of here. Okay, I got it reconfigured. Let's try it one more again. Maybe. Come on, start lifting. All right. Well, it worked on the front side, but not the back side. Fucker. Almost though. Whoa, whoa. You just sit right there now. You quit being a butthole. I need another strap. I don't know if I got another ratchet around here or not. Be able to, if I could just get it where I can drive the car out from under it, that'd be perfect. Sounds like a bad idea. Sounds like a bad idea. 'Cause it's probably gonna get hung up on everything. Man, if I had a strap, I could probably strap it to this chassis right here and pull it up just enough to be able to drive it forward. Let me do some figuring on this. All right, car. Man, this thing ain't sitting level on the ground. That's even better. It's even better. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Feels familiar. That's gonna slip right the fuck off of there. That's gonna slip right the fuck off. All right, now let's try it. Probably still gonna slip off, but we will see. We shall see. Come with me and we'll see. A world of pure imagination. Someone died because their freaking stupid imagination. Can't get enough lift out of this thing. Tried everything. Where I need somebody else to hold this while I drive the car out from under it. It ain't working for nothing. Wiring harnesses. Get off of there, wiring harness. Let's just get it as dangerous as possible. How about that? Probably tie something right there and it'll be enough out of the way to where it won't. Dadgum, this has become a pain in the butt. Oh, you come back over this way. I want you over here now. I don't know how I'm going to do this just yet. I ain't a Boy Scout. Let me get that chain out of there. It might help. Okay, there's that. There's that. Maybe nothing will catch on the way out. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not die. That'd be even better. I gotta really figure out how we're gonna lift this body in here. Okay, I'm gonna hook the battery up. Maybe it won't explode. Hook that ground back up, because that ground probably needs to be hooked up. I thought there was another ground up here. I don't know. Let's see if it starts, and if it does, we'll very quickly get this thing out from underneath it. Hopefully. Don't start that with me. Come on now. There's a ground somewhere that ain't letting it do its thing. You gonna do this now, ain't you? Yeah, I guess you are. Because it's me. It's just pretty cool. I like it. I don't know which ground it really needs. I know there's a ground in here. What the fuck is going on? Oh, you fucker. I don't know if I can push it. La-di-da. Now I just gotta figure out why it won't run. Because it's me. I had it running this morning just fine. Stupid thing. Stupid thing. Maybe it'll start now. Yeah. That's what it was. Fuel pump inertia switch is tripped. I guess the car thinks it was in a wreck. So yeah, you got a little switch right there. That's what it was. It's good. But it's super light now. I want to get this damn roof situated. Get it drug around the back of the shop in the woods somewhere. Get it out of the way. All right, I've been after it, listening to some Skinner, just going at it. I'm to the point where I'm gonna need some cutting disc and probably some Sawzall blades. I got this driver's side pretty much close, I think. I think I'm gonna have to do a little trimming in the rear just by double measuring. But I measured my cowl. This is what I got so far. I even trimmed over the wheel well. Got the rocker panel completely off. I still got to get the pinch weld cleaned up down there at the bottom. But I was kind of wondering, I'm like, wait a minute, because this thing's gonna look funny when you open the door. Because our pinch weld here, I was thinking it was going to go to where the front leading edge of this is, but it's not the case. It's going to end up going right here. And how I figured that out is I measured from the front of this to the back where I got a piece of metal about where the wheel's going to be. This is all about close. It's like probably give or take. So I measured it from that pinch weld back to that wheel, and it came out to the same exact measurement. So that means that is going to fit. My width from here to over there is exactly the same as cut in that car. Exactly the same. So that thing should slip right on there. I'm probably going to get up under here. I want to get up under here and do some cleaning, get rid of some shit, and yeah, just get rid of all this, basically all this inner structure, get rid of all of it. This comes out a foot, exactly a foot from this pinch weld, and so this is going to end up landing right in front of this. So I'm probably just going to leave that. I'm not sure yet, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. If I can get the ass of this car fitted, get the car down, and if I got to do a little bit of work where I got to maybe cut this back out and do some trimming, so be it. But I think she's going to go. We're going to have to do a little bit of spreading in the wheel openings to get that wide rear end underneath. So she's going to have an hourglass shape to her. That's all there is to it. I think it'll look kind of cool. I'm excited about it. I'm hoping to have this thing on tomorrow, but I can't believe it's already as late as it is today. Messing with that roof kind of got me majority all morning. So at least this side is pretty much where I want it. I want to get a couple pieces trimmed back. Like I want to clean this up right here. But I think we're going to slip right on top of that. I want to get the bottom cleaned up, of course. And I still got to trim this side up. There's a lot. That rocker panel is a booger bear. I'm telling you, a booger bear. It is inner. It's got an inner piece. It is ridiculous. It's really well done. So I gotta trim over the wheel well on this side. Basically, I'm just following this line. I'm just put a piece of tape and I'm just cutting to where it's even. So I may have to do a little bit more trimming on this side. Well, it's even with the tire. That's what I'm trying to get. Just get it even with the tire. I'm excited. I'm hoping this body's gonna go on tomorrow. I hope, God willing. All right, quit screw around too much. Okay, we get this side like the other side. Probably gonna pull the seats out of it. Cut. I got a little chain fall put up in the ceiling, so I think it'll be good enough to pick the back of the car up high enough and be able to set this thing down a little easier. Once I get this side cut, then I'll get the A-frame in and we'll pick the front of this thing up, which I gotta do some cutting underneath, get all this crud and crap out of the cowling of that. That way it'll free up the room for this. I kind of think it's going to sit right down on there, and it ain't going to really bother none of that, is what I'm thinking is going to happen. That'd be kind of cool. So let me go ahead and get started on this, and we'll get cutting. Okay, I'm going to go through here and just go ahead and cut the top part of the jam out, and then I'm going to come back and deal with the pinch weld instead of trying to deal with the entire piece all together, because it makes it more of a pain in the butt to do it that way. Get out of the way. And I got the ultimate death wheel on here. It's probably gonna come apart. Okay, I got the bulk of it off. Now I get to have the fun of sitting here and drilling spot welds for majority of the morning. So I ain't gonna record it because it's just drilling spot welds. It's boring. I ain't gonna waste the space on my camera, and I'm not too much worried about all this right here because the body's gonna, the start of the cowl is gonna be right here, and then it's gonna kind of comes like this, so I can doctor with all this later. Basically, it's gonna get it all clean, put a piece of metal right there. I accidentally cut my air box, so I gotta put something over top of that. Whew, man, that rocker panel is the worst part of this whole fucking process. It's ridiculous. It's got the outer, then you got like an inner piece, and then you got the inner piece, which that's the piece you want to keep, depending on what you're doing. So I'm gonna get the drill spot welds, put on some scanner, and get after it. All right, I think I got it. So I got them all staged up. It's do or die now. I'm gonna at least see if I can get it to slip over it. I'm not real sure about them wheel wells now. I cut a little bit more off of them, but I'm going to get the car up higher. I hope I got enough lift. I tried to grab it at the lowest point possible. So let me see if I can't get it to go up higher. If I can get this part up under the car, our rear quarters I'm not too much worried about. That's the widest point of the car. It ain't got as much meat back there. Come on, baby. Raise it back up a little bit, maybe. Let's see if we can start working it in. I'm going to have to probably jockey it a little bit with the jack. I don't know yet. We're all kind of crooked. For some reason the body's decided to go this way. I don't know. So let me see if I can jockey it. Raise back up. Back seems like I can go as high as I want. I'm gonna have to get this thing under there and then cut the braces out from under the car. Come on. Let's roll forward. That's what I want you to do. Jockey it over this way a little bit. Let me get it up. A little higher in the rear. Why is it rolling forward? Damn, are we on a hill? Shit. We almost got a 57 Ford / 2001 car. All right, about right there. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get it down a little bit in the front. I'll get it down a little bit in the front. I'm gonna cut them braces out and we'll just start working it. It should go. Should go.
Someone's dream, oil and sweat mixed like dirt and steam. Rust whisper secrets, machines redeem. Bam, brands, automobs, turn your junkyard prayers to gods. Patina pins dropping and resto schemes, welding together the scraps of dreams. Shining under sharp lights, old steel groaning through the long nights. Ghosts of engines roar in the fight. Resurrected rides to a rebel's delight. Sparks fly across the floor. Every car story more. Bam, brands, automobs, turn your junkyard prayers to gods. Patina pins, striping and resto schemes, welding together the scraps of dreams.
All right, that was a little bit of a battle. That worked out pretty good. All right, it fits and it don't fit, which we already knew. I already knew it wasn't gonna fit perfect. So she's on there. I gotta jack the front up. I wanted to pull the dash. Dash ain't gonna work, which I don't really care. I was just kind of hoping it would probably, which honestly I could probably just trim it and make it fall down. But I think I'm just gonna pull it, and we're just gonna go ahead and start building the dash for it once I get the outside right. I feel like I need to make the body go forward just a smidge. But I think I'm gonna hang the front fenders on it just for shits and giggles, and which that ain't terrible. That's not terrible. But the body pretty much is going to be where it's going to be. I could probably go a little lower. I could trim these pieces right here. All this seemed to, I'm hoping I can build this into my tailgate hinge frame, so that's kind of what I'm hoping. But I can go lower, because the tailgate hinge actually starts up here. So, but this gives me some meat to work with. I could probably get it down another couple inches. I could probably get another couple inches out of it. The front of the body is going uphill just a smidge. And I'm probably going to end up cutting it right along here and flaring these fenders out a little bit. And then I gotta do something about the gas fill. The gas fill's not exactly where it's supposed to be. She's up there. So I think what I'm gonna do is try to use the actual gas lid to come off the Mercury and just fill that big square door up and have a flush mount. Round door may look a little better, which I got a long way to go before we worry about looks. So let me see if I can hang these front fenders on it. You can kind of tell it tried to buckle on me. Well, it did buckle on me a little bit in the center. Luckily I'm getting another car, so I'm gonna measure my windshield width, and I had to cut all this out so it kind of spread my doors out a little bit, which I really don't care. We can widen that up. We can make this work. It's going to be a little bit of a kooky looking ordeal. It's going to be a custom ride for sure. So the doors are rotten, the body was rotten. This blue car, it was a decent car, but it's the perfect candidate. It was the perfect candidate to do this. So I just got to, like I said, do a little bit more tinkering. You can see, kind of see how that one's kind of blown out. That's kind of what I want it to look like. I want it to be kind of blown out, and maybe pull on that side a little more. Then hang the front fenders on it and get her outside and take a gander. Let's let that daggum hoist down. Let that down real quick. Worked out pretty good. Come on, get to me. Well, technically, we got a running 57 Ford ranch wagon. Technically, it's running. If you want to get technical about it, I ended up having to cut all my bracing out of it, but it didn't want it. So my body was already all contortioned anyways. So it really don't matter. Let's see how this don't fit. Probably don't fit worth a crap now as I took all the mounting away from it. No, it didn't. They're just having fun at this point. Let's see. Stay. All right, stay in. Stay in. All right, screwdriver holding that on. Come on, fender, that right. Yeah. Mock-up phase. initiated, or whatever you want to call it. What are we on? Always on something. Ran over my damn tripod.
Yeah. Flop.
Well, we're out here now. Got the fenders kind of propped up on it, and I was told this couldn't be done, but it's on there. It ain't final by no means, but it's we got some work to do. At least we got it where we can work with it. So, but technically it's a running 2-door ranch wagon now. So it's gonna have this is the cool part, it's gonna have that blowed out back end. That's what I was kind of wanting. And we're gonna do the same treatment on the front fenders, kind of give it the wide body look. And I think we're gonna be able to use that core support. So that's gonna be pretty cool. So, all right, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. I tried to video all I could. It's kind of hard to video and doing like a lot of this work. It's just a lot of cutting spot welds, a lot of grinding. And when I was getting the car down, I had to stop recording because things started happening, and then I had to figure out, I had to sit there and think about what I was going to do, and then I explained everything, what I had to cut and everything. But now we got it where we can work with it. So the next videos on this one are going to be getting this body finalized on the chassis, and I think we're going to do something with the dash. The dash is the main problem. That's why the body's up in the front, but we got it. And this video, if you're watching it, it's Christmas Day, and so Merry Christmas, and thank you to all the subscribers and members of the BAM Nation, and we will catch y'all on the next one.